Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. This is the key. This is what you need to know how to make the money in crypto. This is you make the money over a long term a lot easier than trying to pick a sting when it's hot and getting in and taking the blow up, the glow up, and then getting out. The most important thing to remember, in my opinion, is time in crypto is better than time in crypto. Just get in, put your money on the table, and go. I'm going to show you, I'm going to tell you some examples. I'm going to show you right now, but I'm going to tell you examples of what it's like, what happens when you think longer than one block of time. Like this week, I want to make some money, or today, I want to make some money, or even this month or this season, I want to make some money. Like over the summer, I want to make, look bigger than that. That's where the financial boom comes. And I'm going to explain. I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. So there's two things you need to do to be able to make money in crypto the easiest way possible. And that's buying the dip. You have to buy the dip. And time in crypto is better than time in crypto. So for buying the dip, it's simple. It's the hardest thing in the world to do for people who are trying to make good money or big money, or when you jump in when the coin starts to move up. If you jump in here when it's already moving up, it only has this much to go. You're probably not going to profit before that thing kicks out. And when it kicks out, you have to try to sell it real quick before it gets past your buying point. That's hard to time because it might go down farther than that. And you don't want to sell because you think it's going to come back, but it never does. It goes down. So you didn't make any profit. Okay, this happens a lot. I see this all the time. If you didn't make any profit, what do you have to take profit from? You have to stay in and hope that it gets back up. That's what's hard about it. So another way that you can do this, if you do that too often and you're not making any money, if you're buying it once you see it start turning green, it does this for a long time. These are the people making money when it's doing this. As soon as it does that, these people are ready to get out and start taking some profit. As soon as it starts to turn up. But if you didn't even see that until it started to turn up and then you buy in here, this is where it's hard to make the profit. So what you do is say you have, okay, there's two ways to do it. You can gamble. You can say, I'm going to try to sting them. I'm day trading. So you don't really care about the hold. You're just trying to get in, ride it up as far as it can, set your stop loss, and get out and take whatever little profit you got, put it in the pile with the other stuff, and keep doing that. Okay, those aren't the people I'm talking about now, not the traders. The people, when you look at something and say, I want to get a position in this, not to get out. I'm going to get a position in this and hold it. I research the coin or the token. I like the technology, or I like what it does, or I like that it's just a hype coin. I think it's just going to take off. I don't even know why. Everybody's talking about it. What you want to do is you say, how much do I want to put into here? I'm going to say, for the sake of this video, I'm going to take $1,000. I want to put $1,000 in Matic. Okay. Where do I want to get in? It's moving along. It starts to make a little up, and you're like, oh, so Matic finally woke up after years of me not putting any money in it. Okay. Since the people who were in it at 0.003 cents. Like, no, but since then, it now started to go up. Now I want in it. What you do is you say, I have $1,000 I want to put in Matic. Put 500 in there. Don't put the whole 1,000 in. This, I'm telling you how you get to buy the dip when you don't even have profit. To take profit, to have some dry powder, some buy the dip money. Just put less in. And if it goes a little higher, you can maybe dollar cost average in and hope that you still have some small. When it comes back down, you can dollar cost average in. That's how you have a little bit left to be able to buy the dip. If it happens to go lower, now you can say, so I got in at $1. Now I caught it down at 50 cents. I'm going to put in again. Now my average price, if I put both 500s in at both spots, my average price is 75 cents instead of $1 because I bought at 50 cents the same amount that I bought at $1. You lowered your average cost of Matic so that whenever it runs again, you have a little bit. That's one time that you bought the dip. You can do that every time you go. It moves a little bit, and you put a little bit into this new position. You don't put it all in there. You leave some money back in the side in case there's something else you want to do or to take advantage of the dips. So keep that in mind. There's very easy ways without getting super technical to be able to buy the dip, even if you're not making any profits, to take some profits so that you can buy dips later. You just have to ease into the game. Don't say, I got $1,000, I'm putting it all in Matic. That's a surefire way to get beat down. You probably won't lose. Matic's a good coin, but I'm saying you're missing your chance to grow further by withholding a little bit of that, and that's what dollar cost average is. Take a little bit now, put in a little bit later, put in a little bit later. It lowers your price point over time so that you have a lot more profit. So one of the two things is buy the dip. It's it's so important to make money in this game. And the other one is timing, time in crypto. What I mean by that is if you were around, I know these stories sound goofy, but they're true, and it's important to understand the process and what's going on. A lot of people don't do this. There weren't a lot of people who were in Bitcoin in 2013. There just isn't. It wasn't big yet. However, if you were in 2013 and you said, I think that coin's going to go. I have $1,000 that I saved from working at the clothes store at the mall. I saved $1,000 back to venture. I'm going to take a shot at something. And you put $1,000 into Bitcoin in 2013. The price of Bitcoin in 2013, and towards the beginning or middle, it was $100 in 2013. If you would have put your $1,000 in, you would have 10 Bitcoin right now, and you never touched it again. You didn't trade with it. You didn't sell it, buy it back. Just you put it in and you walked away. You would have 10 Bitcoin back then in 2013. If you'd never touched it again, and it's 2021, 8 years later, you would have 10 Bitcoin. But do you know how much the Bitcoin would be worth right now? Even today, would it vary down, it's 47,000. You would have $470,000 right now. All you have to do is put the $1,000 in and keep track of those keys for your wallet or wherever you kept your money, even if it's in receipts and pockets. As long as you keep track of that, you have $470,000. Now, that's just Bitcoin. Bitcoin is one of the slowest growers of all of the big major coins. Let's see. Let's do Ethereum. If you did Ethereum in 2015, we have $1,000. That's what we're dealing with. Okay, we've researched and decided each one of these coins I'm going to show you, we're going to put $1,000 into. We saved. Okay, I'm explaining what time in crypto, the amount of time is, versus trying to pick it and ride up the curve. 2015, so I'm put $1,000 in Ethereum. Ethereum was about $1.40, $1.40. So you would have about 700 of them, roughly, 700 ETH. Okay, if you just held them from 2015 until now, that's 6 years to keep track of your keys and where this Ethereum is, this whatever this Ethereum is you bought in 2015. To keep track of 700 right now at the price, and the price is down. Right now you would have 2.73 million just from $1,000 in 6 years time. This is the power of time in versus timing. Okay, let's do another one. Let's do Solana. Solana's a kind of new token, right? So let's only do that one this year. Okay, it doesn't go back as far, and it did go back further, and it was lower, and you still could have gotten better. But just say you weren't in it back then. You just heard about crypto in 2018, 2019, 2021 was your first foray. You decided I'm finally going to buy it. And you see this token called Solana, and you research it, and you're happy about it. And you say, okay, I'm going to bet the boat on Solana. I got $1,000 from working at the clothing store in the mall. I'm betting on this crypto. The hell with banks. So you've looked up Solana and you bought it. You could have got it for $1.20 in January of 2021. Okay, this is only December of 2000, same year. You could have got it for $1.20. You would have gotten 833 roughly Solanas. if you put $1,000 in January 1st. Right now, at the price it is, 1 year, less than 1 year, you would have $144,375 roughly. $144,000 from a $1,000 investment this year. Now, if you knew to buy $1,000 in the Solana back then and all year didn't sell anything, then you're kind of a wizard anyway. But the numbers don't lie. These are the possibilities. That's It's so imperative that when you get in and you have a downtime like now and everybody's losing and everybody has to cash out, these are the times where wealthy people are made. Just staying in the game. You don't have to have $1,000, 833 Solana now. If you were to jump in and try to buy 833 Solana now, it's going to cost you $144,000. Like, it's hard to make that kind of commitment and stay in it through the whole thing of what Solana's done this year. But that's where the money is. Patience. Um, Even Matic. Matic is another one that's astounding. Matic is having a rough year so far. Now everything's lining up and they're about to really take off. However, if you were to spend that $1,000 in Matic in 2019, the price for one Matic was 0.003, 3/10 of 1 penny for the price. $1,000 would have got you 333,000 of those. Okay, $1,000 would have got you $333,000 of those. Right now, at a little over $2 it is currently, you'd have $709,000 roughly. Okay, this is what I mean. That's why I'm saying when you get into crypto now, who cares what happens this year in the bull run? Who cares if this year died? Who cares if next year's even slow? It better not be. But who cares if it is? If you're in the technology and you believe the technology, you get in, you sit down, you stay. And if you don't have it in you, in your heart, in your mind, to do the day-to-day shuffle and watch the prices go up and down and the volatility eat you up. If you just want to get in, make your stake, and leave, this is the type of thing that you can look for. If you get into the right one, get into the one before it really kicks off. This is where the money's made. So keep that in mind for me and for you whenever you're in this kind of season. Time in crypto way outweighs and trumps trying to time crypto than timing crypto. So time in trumps time in crypto every time. And remember to buy the dip. Remember that one technique to buy it is the dollar cost average sort of technique. Buy as much as you want to put in, put half of that in. And wait till you see a lower price and then buy some in there. And when you think it's going lower, if it goes lower, then buy. If it's not going, you can sprinkle in up too. So buying a dip works in both directions, but it helps you get a better average cost, which increases your return. Okay, so use those couple techniques and sit on that a little bit, and don't let this bad streak throw you out of the game. I'm telling you, this is where the kings are crowned when you make it through this kind of thing. Okay? And if you need to waste some time and find something to do with yourself, waiting for the market to come back up, I love you to go look at some more of my videos. It helps me tremendously. It helps YouTube say, hey, there's something that people want to hear that a guy like me has to say. I would really appreciate it if you do that. I would love it if you leave a like and a comment here. I'd love it if you tell me something good, tell me something bad about myself, tell me something good about yourself. Share that. Talk to me. Let's go back and forth. Let's have a conversation in the comments. And I hope you go out there and still make some money. Take care of yourself.